Marinas at Lake Oroville are preparing for large crowds this Memorial Day weekend. This is the lake level there, just 8 feet below full capacity. Action News Now reporter Ryan Ketchum shows us just how different this year's holiday weekend will be when compared with last year.
As you walk across the ramp to the marina or pull up to the boat ramp for Memorial Day weekend this year, it'll look a lot different compared to last year. Lake Oroville was at 776 feet exactly 1 year ago. That's down more than 100 feet compared to this year at 891.5 feet.
This would have been located farther in significantly because as the level drops, the surface is much smaller.
Danny Alfs has been general manager at the Bidwell Canyon Marina for 2 years and says she's never seen the lake this full before.
A huge difference from when I arrived here 2 years ago. I couldn't even imagine the beauty until it happens.
And the high lake levels are bringing out the people, and that includes the return of houseboats. California State Parks is working on bringing all houseboats back out onto the water. And as you can see all around me, hundreds of houseboats are back out just in time for Memorial Day weekend.
I got caught in the having to remove your boat and had to be off of the water for almost 2 years.
Ed Mason just got his boat back on the water 3 weeks ago.
We put a lot of work into getting to this point, and at times it felt like that it wasn't going to happen. Then all of a sudden we're here.
The DWR says Lake Oroville is up more than 230 feet since December 1st. With the heavy rains and melting snowpack filling up the lake this year, the DWR has also been adjusting outflows from the lake, keeping it just below full capacity. California State Parks says that this Memorial Day weekend, every boat ramp, trail, buoy, and marina will be open at Lake Oroville. They will also have full staffing to make sure that everyone is safe on the water. Reporting from Lake Oroville, I'm Ryan Ketchum. Action News Now, coverage you can count on.
And State Park says despite the high lake level, you should still be careful when boating. They say there are still trees and islands that used to be exposed, now underwater. All right, well, let's check in with the Chief Meteorologist, Jason Stiff. You're always keeping a close tab on these, and this is just an all-around good news report from Ryan there, Jason.
Yeah, so much better than a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago also. We're just about as high as we can get before we start spilling over, and they've been doing a really good job moderating where the level is, both in Lake Oroville and Shasta Lake the last several weeks. In fact, pretty much the entire month of May, we've been fairly level as far as the levels are concerned. First of all, with Shasta Lake, 98% of capacity, 117% of average for the state, and at the last time I checked, just about an hour ago, 2.81 feet from full pool, so less than 3 feet. Lake Oroville, also 96% of capacity, 122% of average, 8.61 feet. It's been changing so little that I'm getting down to the hundreds of a foot just so you can see the differences from day to day.